The world of the Chosen has never felt closer, more raw, and more heartbreaking than what we are about to witness in Season 6. Imagine standing on a hill in Italy, the same hill where the Passion of the Christ was filmed, and watching the crucifixion of Jesus unfold again, not on the pages of Scripture, not in the stained glass of a church, but in living motion, through the eyes of a cast and crew who are carrying the weight of this story on their shoulders. That is where we begin.
And challenging their theology
still
was
be
one.
unfolding weekly on Prime Video, but behind the scenes, the cast and crew are already immersed in the most emotional and devastating chapter of this journey. They have chosen Italy for a reason. The hills and stone pathways reflect Jerusalem with haunting accuracy,
it still slowed them down
and for the crucifixion itself, authenticity matters more than ever. It is no coincidence that the very same ground used in the Passion of the Christ has now become the stage for the Chosen. History and art collide here, and the result is as breathtaking as it is painful. Dallas, the director who has poured his heart into this series, recently revealed a glimpse of what's to come. Just a short clip. 2 minutes. That's all it was. But those 2 minutes left me shaking. They showed the hammer raised, the nails piercing flesh, and the faces of the disciples collapsing in sorrow. I cried watching it. And I know I'm not alone. Because what we're about to see in Season 6 is not just acting.
God will give you.
It's not just storytelling. It is grief, faith, and humanity stitched together with tears and blood. But here's the twist, the production team is carefully protecting the biggest reveal. Jonathan Roumie, who embodies Jesus so powerfully, is being shielded from us in these teasers. The camera cuts away, the focus turns to others, and we are left in suspense. Yet the leaks tell another story. Photos have surfaced. Jonathan, moments before the crucifixion. The purple robe draped across his shoulders.
Their whole system.
The crown of thorns pressing into his skin. Blood already staining his face long before he even reaches the cross. These leaks are the cracks in the veil, giving us glimpses of the pain ahead. And they raise a burning question. How much more devastating will it be when we finally see the full crucifixion? Now, stay with me here, because the behind-the-scenes accounts are not just about one actor or one scene. They are about an entire family of cast and crew, each one crushed under the weight of this moment. Mary Magdalene weeping. John trembling. Tamar and the sisters of Lazarus watching in disbelief. Even Claudia, Pilate's wife, appearing alongside Joanna and others, hinting at new layers of story that will unfold. These are not just characters. They are vessels of anguish, carrying the echo of something so sacred, so heavy, that even we, as viewers, can feel it pressing down on us. Dallas himself, though the director, is not immune.
It was enough.
Between takes, he moves like a shepherd among his cast. He hugs them.
He
comforts them. He wipes tears from faces that cannot seem to dry. His wife Amanda stands nearby, his anchor in the storm, offering him strength as he offers it to others. This is not simply a production. It is a spiritual and emotional battle, waged by everyone who dares to tell this story. And here is where the hook deepens,
Practically daily
because
life.
if a 2-minute clip
And the Roman
can
Empire
reduce people to tears, imagine the full weight of an entire season leading us to
thousands
the
of Jews
crucifixion.
from all over the Roman Empire.
Imagine the final episode of Season 6, not just as a conclusion, but as a cinematic event, a full-length film in theaters, taking us through the darkest hour of human history.
They tie up heavy burdens.
Can you feel it already?
Hard to bear.
The anticipation, the dread, the reverence.
Perfected the use of force.
But this is only the beginning. We have not yet spoken about the soldiers who mock him, the agony of the Praetorian, or the blood-soaked images leaking from the set. We have not yet touched on Jonathan's own words, shared directly with fans, about how he has been living with the cross for weeks. And we certainly have not yet reached the explosive news about the Chosen Con, or the storm brewing with Angel Studios. Stay with me. Because as we move deeper into this story, the details only grow heavier, the revelations only more shocking, and the journey only more unmissable. The leaks and behind-the-scenes clips have already left us shaken.
All the markings
Jonathan's
of a
own words
revolutionary
take it even
about to...
further.
Go and get your sister.
Recently, he shared a personal reflection on Instagram. Not just a casual post, not just a simple update, but a raw
They could
glimpse
get
into what
every
this
Jewish
journey is doing
person
to him
to
as
follow
both
the
an
Torah.
actor and a believer.
Then he died.
He stood beside the very cross built for this production. A cross that has not only been used as a prop, but has lived with him for weeks.
Jesus' anger wasn't
In his
provoked
words,
by the
he has
things
been
that...
acquainted with this cross. Think about that for a moment.
Are you sure?
Day after day, week after week, he has carried the weight of this story, physically,
On top of more
emotionally,
laws.
and spiritually.
Root.
It is no longer just a piece of wood on
So when it
set.
came to killing people,
It has become a
Rome was
companion,
all about
a
me.
reminder of what he is preparing to portray,
said
and a
to
burden
submit.
that follows
It
him
was brought
home
on by
long after
love.
the cameras stop rolling. In his message,
me, Rabbi.
Jonathan acknowledged the emotional toll on the entire cast.
Ow.
He spoke of tears shed between takes, of castmates
There
holding
are
each
rules
other when the
about
scenes became
spitting
too
and
much,
about
and of
what-
the unspoken heaviness that lingers
attacked
after
Jerusalem
filming
on
raps
the
each day.
Jake's exhibited for all to see
He
was a
confessed
very
that,
successful
like so
revolt.
many involved in this season, he has been deeply moved,
Corrupted
sometimes to the point of
or
exhaustion,
stolen.
by the responsibility of embodying this story. He even reminded fans that he is bound by a non-disclosure agreement, preventing him from sharing details of the crucifixion scenes themselves. Yet even within those restrictions, his words carried a plea.
Slaughtering a pig.
Town
A plea
square.
for prayers, for
You know,
strength,
gravity was a great
and for the
cost
support of those who watch and care. Now imagine what that means for us as viewers. If the actors, trained professionals, devoted to their craft, are breaking down under the weight of these scenes, how overwhelming will it be for us to watch them unfold in full? We are not just going to witness fiction. We are going to witness grief reenacted with such intensity
By the
that it
first
seems to
century,
seep beyond
the
the screen.
Alexander.
And then there's the blood. So much of it. We have already seen images of blood being painted on backs, staining
allowed
the
all
wood
the
of the
greedy
cross,
merchants to
and
rise
streaking
into the
through
temple
rows.
courts.
At the end of the
A leaked photo of Jonathan's body double revealed layers of dirt and blood caked into the fabric of his clothing. In another shot, Jonathan
Hundreds of
himself,
Jews.
wearing the crown of thorns, bore a face so covered in wounds that it was almost unrecognizable.
Guys,
Yet
we're
in the
trained
strangest
career
twist,
soldiers
he was
whose
smiling
main-
off camera, in between takes. That moment captured something surreal. The blending of agony and relief,
That's
of
not the
actor and
resurrection
man,
act.
of story and soul. The production is not holding back on realism. When you
That's
think
one of the
about the
best
level
ways
of
to up
detail,
your standing
the
in the
crown,
Sanhedrin.
the purple robe, the mocking soldiers, the blood-stained path leading to the cross,
The
it's
average
clear
soldier
that
would
season
probably
6 is
walk
designed not just to tell a story but to shake us to our core.
Goats, there are
Dallas
lambs,
and the team are not
they're
offering
cattle.
a sanitized version of
understand.
events.
I
They
am
are pushing into the rawest, most visceral retelling, forcing us to confront the brutality that defined the crucifixion itself. And
I
yet,
get it.
in the middle of this story, there is unity. The cast supporting one another.
These guys were trained
Dallas
to fight
guiding
together in
his
the
team like a pastor shepherding
no
his
more
flock.
unsuitable on my head than any.
Jonathan
Exchange
reminding
tax
us all that behind
the already
every
high
scene is a
prices.
real person enduring the emotional impact of reliving one of history's most harrowing moments. But the story doesn't end here. Beyond the blood, beyond the anguish,
Interpreting it,
lies something
preserving
else.
it.
An announcement that could change how fans experience the chosen
quality
like
of
never
their
before.
weapons, and they
A
could have
gathering.
conquered over.
A moment when the cast, the crew, and the fans will come
Feels pretty
together
icky,
not
doesn't
just
it?
to celebrate, but to witness what is coming next. Yes, I'm talking about the Chosen Con. And if you think the leaks have been overwhelming so far, wait until you hear what's planned for
This
this event.
is the dagger.
Crucifixion may be the most emotional moment of season 6, but it's not the only revelation stirring the hearts of fans.
Jesus grabs his whip.
Beyond the cameras and the set leaks, something monumental is on the horizon, a gathering that promises to be unlike anything The Chosen has ever done before. For the first time, fans will be brought together under one roof at The Chosen Con. Mark the dates, February
The
19th
scandal.
to 20th,
When Jesus seemed not to
2026.
care about all the...
And pour
Though the
swine's
exact
broth
location has
onto
not
the
yet been
Torah.
We
revealed,
wanted to make
the
a
plans
spectacle.
already sound
There
extraordinary.
was always crucifixion.
Imagine walking into a space filled with thousands of people who have been on this same journey
This
with
reminds
you.
me of one thing.
Imagine the cast standing before you, the creators sharing
Jesus
their
came
vision,
along and said,
and
"Hey,
the atmosphere
y'all are
alive with
missing the
faith, anticipation, and gratitude. But the most exciting part, Dallas has announced that he intends to show an entire episode from season 6 during the convention. An early preview, delivered directly to those in attendance.
All your heart.
Even
with
if
all your
unforeseen
soul.
challenges prevent a full episode reveal, he has
He
promised
gathered
that
the very
fans will still experience multiple exclusive scenes. Either way, The Chosen Con is shaping up to be a historic moment
Needless
for
to
anyone who
say,
has walked alongside
this-
this series. And the future
Now that
stretches
I'm
even
here.
further. Dallas has confirmed that Season 6 episodes will begin rolling out toward the end of 2026, with the story intensifying until it reaches the
Been given a
crucifixion.
seat in this place.
The final episode will not simply appear on streaming apps.
Constant
No,
fear for
this
first
last
century
chapter
Rome
is
was the
planned as a
possibility of
full-length film, premiering in theaters on March 12,
Things profane
2027.
more quickly.
The crucifixion
than money.
of Christ brought to the big screen, carried not by Hollywood, but by a community-driven series that has defied the odds at every step. But while fans prepare for this momentous future, a storm continues to brew behind the scenes. The Chosen has found itself locked in a legal struggle with Angel Studios, the very company that once helped it rise. The tension began with accusations that Angel Studios had breached its contract. Arbitration followed, and the ruling was clear: The Chosen was in the right. As a result, all episodes were removed from the Angel Studios app. Yet Angel Studios has not let go. They appealed, bringing the matter before 3 more judges. Once again, The Chosen prevailed. But instead of stepping back, Angel Studios has pressed further, pushing for arbitration again. Why? The details remain murky, and Dallas has kept silent on specifics. But one thing seems clear: The Chosen remains a source of major revenue, and Angel Studios may not be ready to lose it.
And his
This
message.
legal battle raises questions that echo far beyond contracts and apps. At what point does the pursuit of money overshadow the purpose of the story itself? At what point does holding on too tightly risk breaking the very thing you once helped build?
I'm just.
Fans, of course, continue to speculate, with many expressing frustration at Angel Studios' refusal to move on. The pattern is not isolated either. Other companies
Internal
are now said to
squabbling?
be in arbitration
There was only
with
one
Angel as
person.
well.
His commandments.
It is a sobering
command
reminder
us to
that
light
even
the
in the midst of spiritual storytelling, the realities of business and profit cannot be ignored.
Disarm yourself!
And yet, in a way, this conflict only mirrors the very themes that lie at the heart of The Chosen.
Not to be.
Power, betrayal, struggle, and ultimately, endurance. So where does this leave us?
A rabbi.
With a series that refuses to
Jesus.
be shaken. With a cast and crew carrying a story heavier than anything they have ever told. With a director who comforts, a
Under Roman
lead
law,
actor who prays for strength, and a fandom waiting with trembling anticipation for the most powerful season yet. Season 6 is not just television. It is not just entertainment. It is the retelling of a moment that altered the course of history, brought to
Where you
life in
sit.
ways so visceral that
If we're
even
all
those
there,
creating it are left in
Governor of the
tears.
universe.
And as the world
Sanctify
prepares
this
for its release, one thing is certain: we will never look at this story
Everyone
the same
remain
way
calm.
again. Now,
Well-
I turn it over to you.
Boil his blood.
What are your thoughts
My
on the
brother would not
behind-the-scenes
have died.
revelations? On Jonathan's heart-wrenching preparation? On the future of The Chosen Con? And yes, even on the battle with Angel Studios?
Wouldn't have
Share
been
your
allowed in the
thoughts,
room.
because this is not just a
This is
story
a-
told on screen. It is a story we are all
Jewish
becoming
revolt.
a part of.
And Rome had one
Stay ready.
surefire.
Jewish citizens!
Because what's coming in Season 6 will not only break your heart,
When Jesus enters the
it will
temple to find
remind you
his
why this story matters, why it always has, and why it always will.